The rise of OF content creators and people doing absolutely anything and everything possible just to try and make millions of dollars is massively on the rise. We've seen it, of course, probably more so in the past 12 months than ever before. Obviously, OF was a content creating platform it's been around for a few years, but it's only in the last few years that we've seen a significant rise in these creators doing very, very controversial things. So you've got the likes of Bonnie Blue, obviously taking on a 1,000 guy challenge. You've got Lily Phillips taking on a 50 guys in the back door challenge. You've got people like Sophie Rain, who have become incredibly popular because apparently because of how young they look. You've also got Piper Raquel, who is basically being geared up by her mother to go into adult industry work, which is incredibly weird to say, even going as far as collaborating with the likes of Sophie Rain and the Bop House, even though she's only 17. And this is a video that I've already, that's a topic I've already covered. But how far is too far? That's the question that a lot of people have got. But we've also got the likes of Jack Doaty, for example, who allegedly was robbed of $300,000 worth of chain, even though his story is consistently changing. You've got the likes of a 6'9" bodyguard doing absolutely nothing about it. And for a man that is chronically online and is streaming 24/7, the one time he's not streaming is the time that he gets robbed. Incredibly suspicious, with a lot of people suspecting that this might be some kind of insurance fraud, bearing in mind he's been banned from every single platform and it basically has no consistent form of income. So we're going to be going through all of this today, kind of deep diving into everything. We're going to start with Jack Doaty, right? So I've kind of briefly touched on it there. But Jack, over the past maybe 12 months, has been banned from every social media streaming platform you can possibly imagine. Twitch, do not want him. YouTube, do not want him. Kick, the platform that is notoriously impossible to get banned from, he actually managed to get banned from for crashing his McLaren because he was reading his chat instead of driving and focusing on driving. And recently, right, we've seen him, after this, go on a tirade of trying to make money in any capacity. So he did a pump and dump crypto meme coin on his audience, where he basically created a meme coin live on X. He then created it, pumped it to his audience, said, well, I'm going to buy this. Loads of people bought into it. And then he dumped literally in front of their eyes, cashed out, ended the stream, fucked off. He literally scammed his audience in front of their faces. Insane. And now he's allegedly been robbed of $300,000 worth of chain. And like I say, this is the one time that for a man who's chronically online was not online. Bear in mind, he streams 24/7 over on Party, which is like a third-party streaming platform that no one's ever heard of. His bodyguard, who is 6'9", apparently did nothing to intervene. And then his story is consistently changing. So his first story was that he got pushed to the ground, he was wrestled to the ground, and the guys wrestled the stuff off him, even though he had no abrasions or contusions whatsoever. His next story was that he was pinned up against a wall and they took his jewelry while he was trying to fight them off, trying to steal his watch. And then you'd probably think, well, if you've been robbed in a specific place of $300,000 worth of jewelry, you wouldn't go back to that place, especially not with loads of expensive jewelry. Well, the next day, he went over to the exact same place, which is in LA, with an expensive watch and was flexing it live on stream. Not the kind of behavior that he expect from someone who's just been robbed. But now there's a clip going viral of Jack crashing out on a security guard, and his security guard allegedly given the reason as to why he did not intervene.
Bro, he just fucking robbed me. They just took both my fucking chains, bro. Fuck, dog. James, what the fuck, bro?
They had their gun.
Where's yours? What the?
Now, everyone's looking at this and just instantly, insurance fraud. Insurance fraud, insurance fraud. That's all the comment sections are saying on the videos that I've made about this. I'm inclined to believe this guy's a scumbag with absolutely no shame, and he will do anything and everything to just try and make a quick buck, especially seeing as he's lacking in a consistent income from being banned because of his own douchebag behavior. And he's kind of in a catch-22 situation, because if he tried to go and get a quote-unquote real job in the real world, all you have to do is type Jack Doaty into Google and you will get a plethora of controversies. He is incredibly unemployable because of his antics online, to the point where I don't even think he could genuinely hold down a job, even if he wanted to or needed to. Not that he ever would, because he's never had to work a day in his life. And it comes down to this age-old argument, is streaming tougher than a 9-to-5? Absolutely fucking not. This is coming from someone that's worked both ends of that, right? This content creation is incredibly easy in comparison to doing a 9-to-5. That's just me, though. Anyway, we're going to move on to someone else who's become very popular and incredibly rich over the past 12 months, and that is Sophie Rain. Now, Sophie Rain is an OF model who has made $43 million, or around 50 million reportedly, within her first year of doing OF. And her niche is that she looks really, really young. Like, she is, and she'll do things as well to look even younger than she is, like schoolgirl style young. Which obviously is a really messed up kind of thing, considering, you know, this whole morality of it. But, you know, she's made some very, not controversial, but she's raised some eyebrows with her recent comments, especially to do with her faith.
Very strong. I have a very close relationship with my church. And I love God. Like, I believe that he will forgive your sins for anything, and I think that he's happy that I'm successful. I do like a little video call because I'm currently living in Miami, but I used to live in Tampa, and that's like my home church. I love that church so much, and my pastor that is there, I can't listen to another pastor, so I watch like the little Sunday video thing that they do because they live stream it on Facebook. So
basically the Christian community has just completely rejected her. Even after these sentiments have come out, they've completely rejected her. You know, they've been like, I'm not a religious person, I'm not going to run down that route because I couldn't do it justice. But let's just say the Christian community faithfully declines her. Let's just put it that way. But she also opened up in a recent kind of video about how tough her upbringing was, and you can kind of understand why she would go down this route of making as much money and doing anything possible to make money when she's living in a, like, you know, she grew up in a situation where she was living on food stamps and living paycheck to paycheck and wondering where the next, like, you know, paycheck's going to come from.
Me and my family, we grew up on food stamps, like paycheck to paycheck. Like, we had no money at all. So I knew that I needed to make money somehow because my only vision was helping my family. Like, that's all I wanted to do.
I respect it. You know, like, I've always said, even though I disagree with a lot of the antics online, these people are highly successful people. They are making money hand over fist. They are making millions of dollars per year, millions of pounds per year. And that's like, some of them are making millions of pounds a month. And you've got to respect the hustle. You've got to respect the grind. Even though they're grinding on things that, you know, most people wouldn't respect them for. Moving on, though. The last thing that we're going to talk about is the Island Boys. Now, the Island Boys were like a weird phenomena. So cast your mind back to like 2020. They went viral for one song, right? And it wasn't even the song. It was just how bad it was. And it became a massive meme, right? And that's how they became the Island Boys. After that, the fame instantly went to their head. They thought they were bigger than they were. When they fell off, they couldn't handle it. So when the money dries up, people get desperate for money and they want that instant fame. And these guys were no different. To the point where they started like doing some really like, well, they started kissing each other, right? Bear in mind that they're brothers, both male, and are kissing each other for clout. It was such a weird, dystopian kind of world to be living in at the time. To watch the fall of people who were so desperate to make a big buck that they were willing to kiss their own brother. Like, I'm not just talking like a peck. Like, French kiss their brother for money. And it's been admitted to by one of the Island Boys. The other one's in prison right now, by the way. So, you know, that's how that's going for them. That's how it's, like, he admitted to it at a press conference.
We don't go together. What do you mean?
Why don't you gamble?
That's why I made $6 million off of that, but that's all right.
Hey.
Wait, you made 6 mil off
Creators
kissing your brother?
OnlyFans, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait.
The fuck you think I'm gonna do that for free?
Wait, I have a question though.
3
Like,
seconds?
How you
6
feel when
million.
you do that though? I'm just curious.
Yeah, that is
Where do the money come from?
Who offered you 6
Bro,
million?
everybody wants to see the Island Boys do it.
I'm saying once we see it,
What white
who
neighborhood
the
in
fuck?
Miami did you meet?
What is being sold? Where's the money being
Well,
generated?
it's on OnlyFans.
Oh,
I
You
was with an
posted
agency
kissing
I know
Right.
exactly what
Okay.
agency. I help run it.
Right, I seen it. Yeah, so they helped promote it, and I made $6 million, and my brother made 8.
Damn.
I told you he drops the soap and
kissing a
uses a
nigga is
strap on.
Sorry, what'd
Yo,
you
Chris,
say?
I said I told you he drops the soap and uses a strap on. That's
I
how he
don't
makes
even
6
play
mil.
like that, but I guess whatever. I mean, look, listen.
So you
I
suck a
was
dick.
going through
Okay.
a drug addiction, bro.
It's mad. It's mad. Like, people will do absolutely anything. So they were paid $14 million in total by an agency to make, you know, videos together for OF. I don't think any amount of money would get me to stoop to that level. $14 million is a really tempting number. Like, actually, that's beyond tempting. That is, like, you'd sell your soul for that level of money. But I would actually sell my soul before I made videos with my brother for OF content. Yeah, no, not happening. What do you guys make of all of this? Like, where is the morality of people gone? Where has, you know, dignity gone? When did dignity and humanity die? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers, so be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.